You've probably never heard of some of the names on today's list of top 10 richest companies in the world. Sounds impossible, right? How does a company get super rich but still not super famous? Well, as it turns out, just because a company is famous doesn't necessarily mean that it's rich too. Stay with us as we take a look at the top 10 richest companies in the world. Make sure to watch till the end so you don't miss anything. Without further ado, let's dive right in. Number 10. JP Morgan Chase. You might have expected this already, but even if you hadn't, it should come as no surprise that one of the richest companies in the world is a bank. JP Morgan Chase, or JP Morgan, is the biggest investment bank in the USA. And if we're talking about total assets owned, it ranks number 5 in the world. Think about that. Number 5 in the world. JP Morgan offers banking services like managing your assets for you, investment and banking options, and finally, private wealth too. JP Morgan is currently worth $498 billion US. The bank was originally founded as Chemical Banks, and even today, it retains the same headquarters as a tribute to its roots. The headquarters is located at 270 Park Avenue, Manhattan, New York, USA. Number 9. Tencent. If you're into gaming, there is no way you haven't heard about Tencent. Tencent offers some of the best games on both PC and mobile, and that makes people think that's all there is to it. In reality, however, Tencent is so much more than just another game development company. Tencent is a multinational conglomerate and does a ton of tech and non-tech related stuff. The company is currently valued at $572 billion US, which, although is pretty impressive, is actually a significant decrease from the almost $700 billion value it used to have just a year ago. The decrease in value was due to change in Chinese regulations, and also the reason another huge company named Alibaba Group had to be dropped from this list. Apart from being a gaming company, Tencent is also a venture company, an investment holding, and an e-commerce company. It handles stuff you've probably never even thought of, like social networks, music, web portals, payment systems, e-commerce, internet services, and even smartphones. Yes, you heard that right. Tencent even makes smartphones. This is where the gaming part of Tencent comes into play. Their latest phone, the Red Magic 6 Pro, was a collaboration with Nubia and is one of the best gaming phones in the market. Number 8. Berkshire Hathaway. Warren Buffett is one of the most famous billionaires on the market, and so is his company, Berkshire Hathaway. Valued at around $429 US, Berkshire Hathaway has the most expensive stock price in the world. As for the company itself, Berkshire Hathaway has a market value of $634 billion. Berkshire Hathaway is hugely successful because of the successful investment ideas of its founder. The annual meeting of all the shareholders is called Woodstock for Capitalists, since it's extremely hard to buy into the company because of its high stock price. Around 40,000 shareholders took part in the last annual meeting. Berkshire Hathaway also has quite an impressive list of affiliated companies. The list includes names such as Geico, General Re, Kraft Foods, and McLean Company. As you can see, Berkshire Hathaway is not afraid to get its hands dirty and has stepped foot everywhere from insurance and railway transport to even food and electricity supply. Number 7. Tesla. At this point, you have to be living under a rock to not know just how outrageously successful Tesla has gotten. The CEO of the company, Elon Musk, is currently the richest person on the planet with a net worth of $281.6 billion. Tesla is the largest manufacturer of electric vehicles in the world and has been credited as the founder of the electric vehicle revolution. Due to the success of Tesla's automobiles and batteries, the company now has an estimated net worth of $768 billion. The company currently has several electric vehicle models, including sedans, roadsters, and even an electric truck. There's even an electric van coming out soon. The company has seen record success in recent years, and with new models and variants coming out regularly, the company has only one way to go, and that's up. Number 6. Meta. Meta is the new name of Facebook, and Facebook needs no introduction. The social media giant has been in the spotlight ever since its inception, and with WhatsApp, Facebook, and Instagram under its control, there's no denying it is the king when it comes to connecting people. The founder of the company, Mark Zuckerberg, founded the company in 2004, and as of right now, Facebook alone has over 2.9 billion monthly active users. With numbers like these, an upcoming revolution revolutionary ideas such as the metaverse, this company has a bright future ahead. Facebook is valued at $982 billion and shows no signs of slowing down. The company has faced some criticism over privacy issues, but nothing yet has been able to stop its growth. Meta has seen over $29 billion in profit every year due to its advertising campaign. The recent rebranding of Meta is also expected to increase profits by removing the user privacy issue stigma that Facebook had been facing. Number 5. Amazon. In 2019, Amazon was at the top of the list of the most expensive companies in the world. Now it's at number 5, with a market value of $1,694 billion. Amazon is the most successful e-commerce store in the world, and now sells basically anything you can think of. The company had really humble beginnings, and started out of the garage of founder Jeff Bezos, now the second richest person on the planet's garage. The annual turnover of the company is over $400 billion, and it employs more than 1 million employees. Amazon also has over $360 billion worth of assets. The reason for the success of the company is the fast delivery time, which ironically is also the cause behind the majority of the criticism that the company has faced. Number 4. Saudi Aramco. Saudi Aramco, or Saudi Arabian Oil Company, is the richest oil company in the world and is the secret behind the wealth of the Saudis. Saudi Aramco is valued at $1,870 billion and has one of the most successful IPOs in history. The company has branches in China, Japan, Russia, the United Arab Emirates, the USA, Great Britain, and other countries. As for how it got so successful, well, that's because of the literal hundreds and thousands of tons of oil Saudi Arabia has under it. Saudi Aramco has also had various successful mergers and acquisitions that have contributed to its growth, and as time goes on, we can only expect it to grow. There has been some bad news for Saudi Aramco, as its annual earnings dipped in 2020, but with the pandemic almost over, these numbers are expected to skyrocket back up. Number 3. Alphabet. Alphabet might not ring a bell, but its sub-brand, Google, sure will. Alphabet is the parent company that owns Google, which in turn owns Android, and is as a result, super rich. It's probably no surprise that Google is on this list. After all, we do use it every day. In fact, YouTube is owned by the same company that we're talking about, and you're using it right now. Alphabet has a market value of $1,874 billion, made primarily through ads running across the various platforms it owns. And with the release of Google's new phone, with the first chip Google has ever produced itself, we can see that value going up. The next contender on our list is famous just because of its phones, and as Alphabet steps into the mobile phone market too, we can expect it to launch itself ahead too. Number 2. Apple. The infamous Apple is number 2 on our list and has also briefly held the position of the most valuable company on the planet. It currently has a market value of $2.4 trillion and is one of the 3 companies to ever hit the $2 trillion mark. Apple started as a computer company, aiming to rival Microsoft, and while they did find a ton of success with computers and Macs, the real turning point for them was the invention of the iPhone. The iPhone has come to define Apple, and some might even argue it's what made them, instead of the computer-related brand image they originally started with. Apple is known for making their high-end, overpriced, yet high-quality products, and it's the quality that has made them so successful. Number 1. Microsoft. On October 29th, Microsoft overtook Apple as the most expensive company in the world, and currently, with a net worth of $2.52 trillion, it is the leader of the pack. Microsoft is known for its software products, primarily the Windows operating system and related softwares. Microsoft is owned by Bill Gates, and while the company has taken to the top of the list, it will need a lot of new innovation to stay there. Microsoft is also known for its various successful mergers, and perhaps their most well-received hardware from the company is its Xbox gaming console. Some might say a PlayStation is better, but when it comes to being successful, nothing beats Xbox. Anyways, that was all for today's video. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the like button if you did. Also subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon to support us, and stay tuned. See you next time.